Hello, my happy readers. It's Bedtime Stories with Issy. Are you ready to share a new story? Well, I have chosen a rather bustling story to share. The title is Somewhere in the City. If you have this book at home, you can read along with me. The author, the person who has written this story, is J.B.Frank. And the illustrator, the person who has drawn all the pictures, is Lang. We're going to meet Lucy, a little girl who is waiting for her daddy to come home. She can't sleep without that special something. Shall we read and find out what it is? Somewhere in the City. Somewhere in the city, Lucy's just not ready to go to bed. She opens her bedroom window and lets in the bustle of the street below. Stores are closing. A scruffy dog sniffs an empty pail. "Daddy's coming home," she calls to the dog. "Woof, woof," barks the dog. Somewhere in the city, Daddy hurries through his work. He grabs his jacket. He waves to his co-workers. "I've got to get home," he says as he pushes through the revolving door. Swish, swish, spins the door. Somewhere in the city, Lucy watches as a baker pours milk into a large bowl. She takes a wooden spoon and stirs. Flour spills, creating a smoky cloud around her. Mix, mix, moves the baker. Somewhere in the city, Daddy rushes down a busy street. A musician plays a lullaby to the people passing by. Friends wave and invite Daddy to stop, just for a minute or two. "My little one needs me to tuck her in," he explains and hurries on. Good night, call the friends. Somewhere in the city, Lucy puts on her pajamas and yawns. From her window, she sees a woman waiting at the bus stop. The woman holds a grocery bag. She yawns too. "Where are you, Daddy?" Lucy asks as she watches the bus drive up. Hiss, hiss, brakes the bus. Somewhere in the city, Daddy passes a construction site. The crane rumbles to a halt, and a bulldozer blocks the way. Back and forth the bulldozer moves until it fits just right. Daddy checks his watch. They call, "All clear!" Thump, thump, hurry his feet. Somewhere in the city, Lucy brushes her teeth. She washes her face and makes funny faces in the mirror. She swirls the soapy water with her finger, making letters. Gurgle, gurgle, swirls the water. Somewhere in the city, Daddy makes his way through a big crowd. A man juggles 6 balls in the air. A woman gasps as the juggler throws them higher and higher. "My Lucy would love this," Daddy thinks, moving past. "Wow, wow," cheers the crowd. Somewhere in the city, Mummy calls, "Time for bed, my little sleepyhead." But Lucy can't sleep without hearing that special something. She watches a street sweeper removing all the dirt from the day. Where does all that dirt go? Lucy wonders. Shh, shh, wipe the brushes. Somewhere in the city, Daddy bounces back and forth on the train. The train carries him past neon lights that blink. Come on in. He passes tree-lined streets crowded with cars and people walking. Zoom, zoom, speeds the train. Somewhere in the city, Lucy slowly sways to the music drifting up from the grocery store below. A worker washes the floor. He swishes the mop to the rhythm of a song. Wishing, wishing, sings the voice. Somewhere in the city, a daddy hurries, a child waits. The stars twinkle, the moon rises full and bright. A cat walks through the alley, a dog barks. This way to home, to Lucy. Daddy, Daddy, giggles Lucy. Somewhere in the city, Daddy reads Lucy a bedtime story. Lucy snuggles close. Resting her head on his chest, she hears that special something. Sigh, sigh, smiles Lucy. Oh, what a fun, bustling story that was! Lucy was very patient, waiting for her daddy to come home. She watched all the things going on in the street below, and she could hear all the different sounds around her. I'm so glad when her daddy came home, she was ready for that special snuggle and a story. I wonder if you look out of your bedroom window, what can you see? And what different sounds can you hear? I hope you've enjoyed today's Shed Time story. And if you want to, you can like, share, follow and subscribe to Shed Time Stories. Then you will be ready for the next book for us to share together. Bye-bye.